Misfits, and welcome to the Misfit Adventurers podcast, a TTRPG podcast where our group of friends sit around and play some of our favorite games set in our own homebrew settings. I am the Dungeon Master, Amanda, and I hope that you will join us and enjoy the stories we have to offer. Okay, well, this is episode 88, I think it's 88. I think it is 88. I do have a question for y'all. So when this airs, it will be Dragon Week for the D&D community. So, last year, Pointy Hat and Jenny D put together an event called Kraken Week. And a bunch of content creators made videos and stuff. And now it's turned into, like, it'll be Monster Week, and then just the monster will change depending on the year and stuff. So this year, it's dragons. And my video, God willing, came out on Tuesday and is about dragon hordes. So my question for you guys is, what would be in your dragon horde? Think about it. Ponder. I will say... Oh, literally, Claudia's about to come in. Hang on. I'll say mine first, and then we'll let her in. Okay. I would love for my dragon horde to be piles and piles of cash, because it would solve a lot of problems and make life easier. I think realistically, it's dice. I think my horde is probably just a bunch of dice, because I like the shiny math rocks that make the click-clack sounds. So that's probably my horde.
Your horde already is dice.
Okay, I already have a horde of dice. I get it. I understand. You're not wrong. Bigler.
These are my dragon horde. These are all of my playbills for every Broadway musical I've ever been to. And this is only book one. It starts with cats when I was 4 years old.
It's only book one?
How many do you have? Two?
I have
three?
So far.
And it goes through everything I've ever seen. Some of them have signatures. Like, this is Tom Hiddleston's signature. Boop, right there.
Oh, so hot.
Holy shit.
Did
you just say so hot?
Who?
I said super gracious.
We're not in character yet, MJ.
I mean, look, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I love him. He's such a good actor.
I do love him.
Oh, he's great. Yeah.
He's such a good actor.
And
that's not what you said.
Both can be true.
Both can be true.
It's true. Yeah. But here's my second book. It's not quite as thick yet, but I'll be going back
pretty
in June.
damn thick.
I'll be going back in June.
That's
could be
okay.
good there.
Yeah. Some of these have doubles if I see it for a second time, you know. But
nice.
That's my dragon sword. Although also money would be nice, but
money would also be nice. Money would also.
That's just a dragon sword.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. That's not exciting. That's the whole point of my video that may or may not have come out on Tuesday. Who's next?
Books,
Casey.
The end.
Books, the end.
Just books. All the books.
That's fair. I think that's
I have
fair.
so many books in my apartment that I haven't read yet. And did I buy a new one yesterday? I did. Books.
I think
Look,
Sarah's
Casey,
up there with
fair.
you.
You can't ever have enough books.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
It's true.
Very true.
There are even some hanging on my wall right now.
Mm.
And I
Gotta
haven't
put 'em
finished all
everywhere.
those either.
You gotta put them everywhere.
Books.
Books. Next.
Mine's pretty easy. Just probably just anything Pokemon related. I love it all. If I had to
Damn
choose
it,
something
MJ.
specific, hey, we don't have to be original. We can all kick the same thing. I mean, I'd do just a bunch of Pokemon plushies if I had to be specific, but like, yeah, just anything Pokemon related. I just keep looking at stuff. It's all Pokemon, so
We love it. It makes us happy.
it does make us happy.
And that's important.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
Happiness is key.
Happiness.
Hit her like a. Anyways, different
My brain
happiness.
went Beatles.
But
Okay,
yes,
so
it
my- My Dragon Horde, after I sift through the mounds of Pokemon paraphernalia on my desk, would probably be lightsabers.
respect.
If I could afford more, I would.
Yeah, Joe's got a pretty crazy lightsaber story that I don't know that he can tell on the internet.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Go back and back charge me, hunt me down?
Oh,
I
they
definitely,
gave you.
yeah, I definitely accidentally stole a lightsaber from Disney, because they just didn't ring it up and then put it in my bag, and
That's-
I walked out of the store.
That's
You
their
didn't know.
fault.
I wasn't trying to hide anything. They just didn't ring it up,
That's so
and it got
crazy.
lost in the bag, and I
Man.
wasn't gonna go back.
Yeah, why would you go
No.
back?
No, absolutely not.
Ugh. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Mine would probably be like if funny that we're talking about dragons. Mine would probably be commander decks.
Shit. What's up?
And speaking of dragons,
Nice.
Miriam,
Very nice.
my favorite. She's dragons, but make more.
We love dragons. Dragons are great. They're awesome.
Dragons are so cool. I like dragons.
They're the best.
I'm totally not currently in the process of building my 6th commander deck that is also another dragon. So
We
Shoot,
that
that's
is-
a lot, Benji.
yeah, I have a problem.
Did you see your booklets of playbills?
Yeah,
Huh?
did you see
'Cause that was a
Bigler's
lot.
binder of playbills?
Yeah, even with all the magic I have not spent nearly as much on magic as Emily has going to see Broadway shows. So
Going to New
Oh,
Going
York.
to New York.
No, you have not. No, you haven't.
Right, you have to be in New York while
No,
you're there.
you haven't.
Nobody
yeah,
has.
well that's what I was saying. I have not spent
This is all the
nearly that
dice.
much.
Which-
Actually, I don't know. Magic cards are pretty expensive.
They can
can
get
be.
pretty expensive.
I have one that's like $40 that I
Are we
just
just-
pulled out of a pack.
Are we all getting dragon plushies to
I got out my
chill with us?
my
I don't have one.
this
I
year.
need
Oh
one.
shoot. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I
I'm
don't
gonna
think I...
get my
I have a
little 3D
Rayquaza.
printed one that Taylor and John got me.
Oh,
Oh,
I love
man.
it. Claudia,
In
what
the,
is
in
it
the
your
bi-flag colors? Yay!
what is
Okay.
your dragon horde?
A few things come to mind. I mean, I feel like somebody had to have said dice already.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
That was a
Then I was like, it's probably Amanda's. I mean, I would say
We're all grabbing
Accumulated-
dragons.
I'm so
Everybody
sad.
grab your emotional
No.
support dragon.
I don't have a dragon. I have
don't
a
either.
sheep. I have a little beanie baby. That's all I have.
Oh, it's cute
Um,
though.
I know. His name is Bosby.
Bosby.
Oh, it's not okay. It's not here, but I know his name's Bosby. Okay. I mean, I feel like I've started to accumulate a bunch of musical scores lately, and I'm just like, all right, that's there. But I will also say something else I'm accumulating is skincare.
Skincare?
Because okay, so
That could be a healthy
Sure.
horde.
Yeah. This is important. This is important context. So this was from Kyle's sister's order online. They just attached a bunch of samples, and she has really sensitive skin, so she's like, "Do you want these samples?"
I
was
feel
like,
that.
Hell yeah!
In my soul.
So I have those, and then my friend at church she's Korean, and so she was like, we're talking about skincare and masks and stuff. She's like, oh, I'll bring you some. And she brought me masks. She brought me some samples of my cleansing balm, and like, yeah, it's a whole bunch. So that's probably my actual
Nice.
dragon horde that's like more unique of an answer.
I dig it. All right. Well, hordes aside, speaking of dragons, I guess I should say, where we left off is you guys just fought an ancient lunar dragon.
Nuts.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. And before that, you guys defeated Drillis in the most poetic way possible. He was buried by his own collection, which is great that he was vanquished. What's bad is the sheer aftermath. The city is in a bit of a state. But where we left off specifically, Chi, you round the corner as the party defeats this ancient dragon, and you and Hoots has just fallen down and he is unconscious.
I forgot about that. Oh,
and dying. So, what are we doing?
Oh my!
Hoot, hoot,
Gotta say,
hoot.
wait, who doesn't have any of the shit?
He's still in initiative.
I don't have
Can I-
anything.
We can be in initiative if we need to be.
Can someone else can like heal
can.
Hoots though, right? It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just downed.
Great.
Yeah, the very next
yeah.
person that has healing, well, Chi doesn't have anything.
No.
Hoots, why don't you roll a death save for me real quick?
Okay.
Huh?
He's
Oh.
next in initiative.
Are we keeping these private? Did we talk about this? I forget.
Is this our next
We'll
campaign?
start that next campaign.
Okay.
Okay. Lovely.
Whew, 19.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Let's
Darren.
go.
I am going to get as close to Hoots as I can, and I am going to cast a third level healing word on him.
Very nice.
So D4s. Hoots, you're going to be getting back 13.
Hooray!
Nice. Okay, with that, Hoots is healed. You guys are all together. And I mean, it's a mess. You guys are like on the roof of a building probably at this point because there's quite a lot of water that's flooded the city. It's not like the city's underwater, but there's just a ton of water. Boats are wedged in between buildings. Boats are stacked on top of each other, on top of buildings. Everywhere you look is Adrillis's collection. So it's kind of madness. But Chi, you round the corner and you reunite with the party. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I think we need to try and find Chi's stuff.
Nice.
Under the rubble of the building?
Yeah. I mean, she needs a holy symbol to cast anything.
Can I have a spell? I have an arcane focus. Can she use that until we get her holy symbol back? Because I have
Can I use
daggers.
that? Oh, can I?
It's just an arcane focus, I think.
I don't know how it
So
works with
normally
arcs.
clerics will use their holy symbol in place of an arcane focus, but I think that that can be a substitute until you get that back. Or get it.
I don't have to attune or anything. It's just
No.
It's still amazing.
There you go. Got my dagger.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay.
That feels important for you to have.
Yeah, I mean she I think she takes it's like this little orb thing, right?
Yeah, it's like a little crystal.
Little crystal. So she takes the crystal. And then she just oh God, what would she do in this moment? I feel like she would just I feel like she just kind of sheepishly just be like, and just put it in I don't know. Well, let's just have compartments or
Yeah, you're
things.
wrapped in a bed sheet, probably.
I am. So yeah, I mean, it's just hold on.
Do we need to? Good lord.
Do I have some spare clothes in my
do
pack
we,
that I
like,
brought on
can
that
we
I can
help?
give Chi?
Probably. I'm sure somebody's got something.
Yeah, let's give Chi some clothes.
You know,
Like hold up the bed sheet as like a changing room for her.
honestly, I would be shocked if Allie wouldn't offer her his coat or something.
Oh shit. Yeah.
You know, just cause
that's
like,
true.
he's a good person.
Gentleman. Yeah.
So
Rugged gentleman. Yeah.
He's a little rough around the edges, but he's a good guy. You've certainly helped him and Isla through enough scrapes. So
do we see anyone that is like in immediate danger out in the streets?
Yeah, probably, for sure, 1000%. It's chaos. Yeah, there's definitely people in immediate danger.
I know we're a little more morally questionable than like last campaign's group, but I feel like we would do that.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
For sure. As y'all are like going around trying to help people, and we can hand wave, you know, a good bit of that. Isla, you will hear like tapping on glass.
Oh.
I look.
Yeah, Escher is like banging on the inside of the bottle.
I will hold it up.
And it's
Sorry,
just
I'm in the middle of a bite.
Now Escher was captured alone, so there's no boat in his bottle. It's just him in a bottle.
Thank God.
I'll just take my finger and go and crack it.
Oh, and crack it. Yeah, I guess you could break it. Yeah, you break it. And within a few seconds, he grows to normal size. And he's like, when I get my fangs into that backhanded, overgrown cat, I swear to the gods, I will... What is happening right now? What is all of this? And he's pointing at all of the boats everywhere. What in the nine hells is going on?
That might be my fault.
Your fault?
I might have broken one or two of his bottles, and his whole collection is...
Oh gods, it's all of them.
But poetic enough, he got crushed by his own collection, so, you know, you don't have to worry about sinking your fangs into him or nothing.
Escher looks out towards sea, and his confusion kind of dissolves into worry. Where's Foxglove? Where's my ship? Where's the Winds of Change?
We got Foxglove. It's in our packs right now.
Do we have his ship?
I don't think we do.
We have Foxglove though. And
I do have Foxglove.
Orlana goes and checks, and though Escher was captured alone, Foxglove was captured with the ship. So.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Huge.
Otherwise, the rest of the Vermilion Shades would have helped you. So we had to sideline them all.
Makes sense.
Okay.
He's like, and it's okay. The ship's not. Somebody just can you run me through this? What exactly is this? What is happening? What is the state?
Fine as long as we break it in a place where like it has enough room to grow.
Preferably, we won't break them.
Yeah, do we have to break them?
I can. So I think these are similar to the vessel that we used to trap Arthok.
Shit.
They have a command word where whatever we kind of speak the command word and point it at the thing, and it will suck it inside. If the one that Foxglove is in is like the one that my family is currently in, she's kind of stuck in a time loop. The whole ship is stuck in a couple-minute time loop. But we should be able, once we
might want to check on that, because everything got a little fuzzy, and then I was very aware that I was in somebody's like pocket or bag or something.
Oh, because he died.
I was gonna say, is this like a concentration?
Oh shit!
Oh my god, he's dead. So
oh my god, everyone knows now. Oh,
they all know that they're stuck in bottles
terrible.
now.
That's disgusting.
I pull out a bottle.
You pull out a bottle and you see.
I don't know what I have.
Yeah, I don't know what you have either. You have 4 random bottles.
Yeah. Do I see people running around?
Yeah, you see people moving around the ship confused, and like when you hold it up, they point at your face and they're like, "What is that?"
Okay, they know something's wrong.
We need to.
But the city's covered in ships. What do we do?
Well, I mean, this is gonna take. We can help, but this is. I mean, look at this. This is a whole city.
If we release them all, we'll have more people to help us help the city.
So we need
Who
to go
all's
to
captured?
the ocean?
Everyone.
Okay, but like you have to
of
be more specific.
Fortune's favored.
Yeah.
We have their ship.
They
We
could
have the
help.
Duchess.
If you know them, assume they have been captured.
Has Mortimer been captured?
Thankfully,
I
no.
don't think so.
I'm
we know
not
of.
sure.
See, it's not everybody.
Not sure how we managed to go without him.
Because we didn't tell him.
That's
We didn't tell
very
him.
true.
I think you didn't tell him, actually, on purpose.
We have Fortune's favored. We have the Duchess's ship.
We will need Fortune's favored. I mean, that's several spellcasters. That's helpful.
So to
Was
the
there
port?
anyone on the Duchess's ship that could help, or do you think?
I
do we
mean,
think she lost chaos?
manpower is helpful.
Mhm. She can get her crew to.
True.
I don't know her personally, but
She's. I've had a few interactions with her. She seems to be good people.
the Vermilion Shades should be helpful. I
Mhm.
personally would love to release them for other reasons, but
We don't know who's on the other ships, but there's every chance someone could be helpful.
Yeah.
it's true.
Well, and some of these bottles might not even have ships in them.
Yeah,
I
Revan
don't
for
think-
sure has a dragon in a bottle.
I don't think we should
I am
release that.
not pulling that out, and I
Revan, wait, you could save
No.
that to release during a fight.
Nope. I don't think that anybody else knows that I have
You're
this
keeping it
dragon.
a fucking secret.
Absolutely.
So tired of secrets in this one.
Secrets are no fun.
Revan, give me
I have sleight
give
of hand
me
question mark?
give me a perception or history. Yeah, one of those about
Okay.
the type of dragon you have.
Oh, we just like
Is it the solar?
knew. We
It's
just
dragon.
knew everything about
We fought
Revan, and
a
I was
lunar
like,
one. Is it the solar one?
That one.
Joe, you have inspiration. I would like to point this out.
Okay.
That's what
Oh,
happens
yeah.
when you keep secrets.
Do you want to use it?
I feel like I should use it.
Okay.
"Oh my mercy."
So do I get to re-roll?
You get to re-roll.
Okay.
Ugh,
Messy.
I know. No,
You
shut
did that
up.
one?
It's a nat one.
Is there
That's what
honestly
you get for keeping secrets. That's what you get.
based?
Okay. Yeah, you're not sure what dragon you have, but you know you've got one.
Oh
That's
my
pretty cool.
god.
Okay,
Pretty
I'm
cool.
absolutely 100% hiding this. And like anytime anybody's talking about getting all these ships out, I am not pulling that flask out
That's amazing.
Wow.
or bottle, whatever it's in.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm trying to look through
Are you,
I wanna know
you
what kind of
convinced
I never know
you
what
just
you're gonna
convinced
do.
me to
It's
use
great.
my inspiration, and all it got me was another nat one.
Such a waste. That's such a
know.
waste.
That's called, Joe,
Quite
karma because you're keeping it a secret from us.
You kept secrets for half the campaign.
No, her character didn't know
I was
shit.
keeping secrets. I didn't know them.
Her character was empty.
Okay. Real talk. To release these ships, we need room for them.
We'll need to go out in the bay.
Yeah, we might have to go up. He looks. Might have to go a bit of a ways. Yeah. Goodness, I'm trying to think of this.
Hey, we've all got water walk. Let's cast water walk. That'd help us.
Yeah.
We also
all inherently have.
need to go tell the people what is going on.
Yes, actually, we probably should communicate with, like, the city guard or something.
I mean, they know us now.
Oh,
so
hopefully for good reasons.
We paid them, so they like us right now.
This doesn't feel like an awful time to split the party? Question mark.
Yakin, so
fighting.
what's the, if you split, what would be the goal for both teams?
One group
Communicate
informs
with town
authorities,
officials.
and one group releases the ships.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
Darren's gonna definitely need to be with the group that releases the ships because I can ritual cast identify and learn the command words for these
That
items.
That is also an important reason I was thinking, because,
Yes, Revan?
I am for sure going with Darren to learn this word.
Oh my god.
Well, and I don't know if it's different for each.
Me and Joe are gonna need
For
to have
each
a talk
individual.
at some point.
Okay, low-key, I'm a little nervous that this dragon is aware it's in a bottle.
I don't think I can do anything though. Okay, I guess she would probably. I don't know where she would go.
Isla would probably go
wait,
talk
this
to the
means-
guards because she likes talking. Also, she could grab Allie and.
It's true.
I can go with the group to the guard, because I could maybe help navigate.
You're from here, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Hoots,
Mm-hmm.
boats or city guard?
Oh shit!
City guard. Definitely
City
would try to help the city.
All right. Chi. Some very interesting things were just discussed in chat.
I'm just going to.
We can deal with that later. Or now.
I'm gonna just do like a coin flip, honestly, because I mean, she has reasons for either way. But where is my coin?
Did he cast that, or did Mortimer end up casting it?
I don't remember.
What?
I thought Adrillis was the one that did it though. Wait.
Didn't he
So
cast it?
Ren or
Fuck.
yeah, that's his name, right? Ren.
Ren, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Renari.
I'm trying to remember who was holding the bottle and said the command word when Ren released
Can
the ice.
I make a memory check?
Well, I guess here's the question: is it tied to the person that's holding the bottle and cast the command word? Is it tied to the person that made the bottle? Is it tied
Right.
to
Yeah.
what? You know,
Yeah.
because
So
the
we
genie
need to
is
check-
also dead, and you
So
don't
we
know
need
if
to-
that was factored in.
Oh,
We need to warn Mortimer.
We need to check on
Okay.
that like now. That's the most pressing thing.
Okay, so 1, I go with guards. 2, I go with Darren and Revan.
And on the web,
Oh.
message Mortimer.
1, I go with the guards.
All right. We'll
well.
send Orlana with Darren and Revan.
Good.
Okay.
Does it just-
Um.
so
you
you
should
can
mess
learn
with
the
Mortimer.
command word with just identify.
To be
Okay,
able
well, then
to.
I can help with that too.
Oh, so he can figure out the command word for his
Okay,
dragon
great.
later in private.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Chi, you should totally message Mortimer and see if our resident little evil guy is conscious of the fact that he's in a bottle now.
Yes. Okay. So this was a question I had last time, but then realized it would have been moot. Do I, having died and come back, do I like get to prepare any spells? Is that not something I get to do?
Yeah, you can prepare new
because of
spells. That's fine.
Great. Okay, so I can send. Okay, I didn't have sending
Good
prepared previously, so okay. So we'll send. Okay. Oh God, I forgot. I don't write this out. I have to like super
Yes.
conscious.
Okay,
what is the
so
goal?
let's go team guards, and let's
Great.
go through Chi while you figure out what you're sending. Who's talking to the guards? Isla, Ronan, somebody.
Both of us.
Yeah.
Both of you, or Hoots or whoever. Okay, so y'all go meander your way. It's a trek, but you've got water walk on still, so you're moving through, doing your best to navigate, and you eventually find like the barracks where the city guard, their headquarters are, and you see Mike, I guess. Was that his name? And he's like, "Oh, hey, man, boy, do we have some problems here. It's nice to see a friendly face, though. What's going on, guys? What's the deal?"
Yeah, so Adrillis was a really bad guy. Let's just start with that.
Whoa. Lord Theodia Adrillis?
Yeah. This
Like-
is his problem.
Oh, that's a bummer. A bunch of people
Yeah.
really thought he was kind of cool.
Yeah, so did we for a really long time. But yeah, he kept all these people trapped in bottles in their whole ships, and when they crack, this is what happens.
That's like 2 different, like, cases involving like kidnapping and shit in like a couple days. It's too much.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to let you know what was happening, and we're gonna try and help to clean it up, but we gotta release a couple more people that. Anyway.
You want to
to help
dump
out.
more onto this?
Well, not here in the water. That's like.
I got
open.
unicorns in the town square, and there's a boat on top of the barracks.
Hey, but we took care of your ancient dragon problem.
There was an ancient dragon problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not anymore.
Oh God, what in the 9 hells? Well, if you're willing to help, we're gonna need it. Man, I know Alamthea, like, enacted the wrath of the gods, like, a few months ago, but I kind of feel like this might be worse. Okay, well, I guess that's that conversation done. Cool, great. Well...
I'm sorry. I just needed to
Yeah,
say
I'm
when
just
you said
like-
or Hoots could talk. All I can picture was Hoots going hoot 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 hoot, explaining everything.
Oh, amazing.
Oh boy.
Chi,
Could've
you
made
got
me
that
really
message yet?
Okay, yeah, we'll see what I can get in. It's a lot
Let me
because
pull
we
out
never
my
told Mortimer about any of
Oh,
this. So,
Jesus.
so I'm like spark notes.
Do you remember
Okay.
how many seconds?
I think it was 15.
I think it's 15. All right, ready? 5,
Yes.
4, 3, 2, go.
Hi, Mortimer. Adrillis was evil. We did vanquish him. He kept other people and entities in bottles. They weren't aware until now, probably because he's dead. So, what is the state of Arthok right now? Please advise. Fuck me! How did I do that?
That was amazing.
Okay.
That was so
Okay,
good.
I did write bullet points down though, so I did that much just to gather my thoughts. But
Okay. You will hear back. Oh, well, that's quite a conundrum. Currently everything's fine over here at the prison. But I will check.
oh, check.
Oh.
Okay.
This is how we lose
Alright.
Mortimer, y'all.
Mm-mm-mm.
Because of the stupid ships and bottles.
Okay, team Unleashing the Bottles. Which is Darren, Revan, and Orlana?
Yee.
And I guess Escher's probably with you. because Escher wants to be there for his boat. So you guys head out to it's a pretty far way out. Head out to wherever you can find some open water, and it's just an absolute mess, honestly. But eventually, you guys get out there to where there's more space in between ships, and you've got some room to start unleashing these. And I guess I should also say, you guys, the Ocean's Breast has definitely been pushed out, and it's probably a little beat up a bit too, because there's a lot of ships that are probably knocked into it at this point, but it's been pushed out to sea a bit as well. But you guys get out to some space, and we're casting Identify.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. Kind of like probably on the way, just because I'm gonna try to ritual cast it.
You cast Identify, ritual cast Identify, and it seems that all of the bottles have the same word, and it's Tashmaran. Which is the same word.
He used the same password. This fucking boomer.
I'm sorry. You expect him to learn like 300 plus
and remember which
words?
Ones do what.
Fuck no. It's a Drillis. You don't have time for that.
I am writing this down.
Real easy way to avoid that problem would have been not capturing all the ships.
Yeah,
first place.
But his collection.
This is his horde,
this
right?
Is his dragon horde. This is his
this is his horde.
dragon horde.
This is absolutely his dragon horde.
So I think first we're gonna honestly probably because Escher's with us first. We're gonna do the Vermilion Shades ship.
That's kind of you.
And then Fortune's Favored, and like fill them in on what's going on.
Bless him.
And then gonna do it for the assurance.
Nice. All right. So first up is Vermilion Shades, and you point the bottle at the open water and say the word, and yeah, the cork at the end of the bottle kind of like pops out, and in this sort of gust of magic and wind, it's kind of like everything just sort of gets pulled out, and as it gets pulled out, it grows and grows and then settles nice and neatly on the water. And the second it like settles on the water, Escher is like gone. He is on that ship, and he like pushes past Foxglove and rushes inside just to make sure that Zephyr's okay. And Foxglove is like, well, I don't think the spy mission went quite to plan.
No, but dude's dead, and we definitely owe you one. So,
well, and she's looking around at the bay, and she's like,
shit's kind of fucked right now, but like, yeah.
I'll get started on cleanup. And she leaves to start sifting through everything, and so do all the other Vermilion Shades members.
I like her.
A few stay behind to man the ship, and eventually Escher will reemerge, and he's like, okay, next bottle. We're all good here. Nothing has changed. Great. Fortune's Favored, right?
Mm-hmm.
You unleash Fortune's Favored, and Evangeline's Pride settles into the water next to the Winds of Change, the ship that the Vermilion Shades uses, and they're unleashed, and Rin will come up. Whoa, This is... Wow. Okay. This is a big old mess, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you wanna fill you in on what's currently going on, or what happened, or
I guess I'm a little
all of
confused
that?
because we went to Meldori, and then this doesn't look like that place. And I think for a second I was on a shelf.
Yeah, so
Carol's like, yes, we were on a shelf, and I was confused.
Yes.
So long story short, Adrillis was a devil. But his own collection killed him. We can go over that later, but he kind of trapped you guys. And yeah, we were fighting him. Shit kind of broke, and a couple ships got loose and wrecked
Calloway
his
raises
entire
her hand.
everything. Yes.
How long were we trapped?
I don't know exactly, but probably a few months.
Sibel is she's going to kill me. She's going to be very upset. Oh, my father. And Lox is like...
Yo, you need help talking to your family, I
not
got
Lox.
you.
Noel is like, shit. My mom's gonna be pissed. Rin, we have to leave the material plane. We cannot come back. It's just what has to happen. But first, I think we have some things to clean up. And so they will all leave and try to help with cleaning up. And then the assurance, right?
Yeah.
You point the assurance at the water, say the magic word, and as with the previous, it's released from the bottle and settles in the water. And you see on deck, kind of looking around confused, two familiar figures, a woman and a small child, and they are your family. So why don't you describe for the audience what they look like? They will look the same as when you last saw them. So
Aideen is about 5'4", wavy chestnut hair and green eyes, rosy cheeks. And Finn has a little bit, looking like he's gonna be a little bit more of my build, but with his mother's eyes, and my kind of crooked smile. And I am immediately casting Dimension Door to the deck of the Assurance.
Yeah.
And just falling to my knees and grabbing both of them.
Yeah. I think there's a moment where you appear and they haven't noticed you yet, and she's like holding Finn and looking around, and then she'll hear the sound of you appearing and turn around and sees you drop down, and she'll fall to her knees as well and just wrap her arms around you, and she's just sort of like, Darren, what happened? I'm so... Where are we?
I can explain later.
She kind of pulls back a little bit to get a better look at you and kind of like touches your face and probably traces her fingers on the new laugh and frown lines that have probably appeared since.
Darren's just like openly just sobbing. I thought I would never see you guys again.
You've clearly been through it, haven't you, honey?
If you only knew the beginning of it. But 8 long years are over, and I thought I had lost you forever.
Oh. She hugs you tighter. And your son's probably like, "That's a boat!" There's a lot of boats, Dad!
Kind of laughing through her tears, like, yeah, there are a lot of big boats, and I'll take you on mine when we get back.
So sweet.
It's good to see that I haven't missed out on any of you growing up.
Absolutely.
Just honestly,
An
at this
emotional
point,
wreck.
Darren's just, yeah, he's an emotional wreck. He's just gonna be on the assurance, just holding, like, hugging the shit out of them for like an hour.
Yeah. I think Escher will take the rest of the bottles and we'll start unleashing those so that you can have your moment. And let's go on and go to break, and we will come back in a second. Yay!
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Are the rest of the bottles all ships, or are some of them also creatures?
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Because there's some that probably don't need to be released.
Well,
Yeah.
you can see it's not like it's a solid black bottle and it's just like, what are we gonna get? You know?
Yeah, but I wasn't, we don't know what we got yet.
What's behind cork number 2?
Ooh.
What's in this pack?
It's
I
a
can't
mystery.
believe Joe rolled 2 nat ones to identify the
I
gems.
can't
fucking
believe
mad.
it. I
was
can't
so funny.
believe it.
Does the mod matter at all for that? Or
No.
just because it's a nat one,
Probably.
it doesn't?
A nat 1? Nah, we got
Yeah,
we
that's
have to
how
honor
I-
the nat 1.
That's how I felt. I just...
That's incredible. That's incredible. Okay, break time. Different music.
I'm ready. if
Are
you
we ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Red eye.
What do you
Red
mean
eye.
by ready?
Are you ready?
Okay. So, ships have been released at a very lovely reunion. And everybody that was released, that is able, is going to try to help with this whole situation. But, like, this is something that's probably going to take potentially months to clean up, and like the damage could take years to just the sheer infrastructure of this city. So it's going to be a lengthy process, but at least at the start, the goal seems to be trying to clear out the roads and get all the ships that are wedged in the roads out to sea, and try to get as many of them out to harbor as possible. And then trying to set up, like, obviously the harbor's like full of boats, which is going to make it very difficult for like goods to make it into the city and stuff. So they're trying to set up some way for that to happen. So between y'all's efforts and inabilities to like control water, or Ren has some of that ability as well. Escher has a little bit of graviturgy stuff that he picked up from somebody. And so there's a bit of that moving things around, trying to clear out pathways. But y'all at least get a start on it. So I guess my question for y'all is, what is something immediate that y'all would like to try and do? Maybe get cheese stuff.
Yeah, can I ask, like, Mortimer said he would, like, go check. Like,
Yes,
is he going to...
yeah, he will message back and kind of convey that, at least currently, they're keeping Adrillis, like, on ice, and nothing has changed so far, but they are aware of that potential added danger, and requests have been made for additional guards to be sent over in case something happens. And Escher will let you know that he has reached out to the Order of the Platinum Shield and asked for them to send people to Pelamari for help.
I was gonna ask about that too. I was like,
yep.
Oops. Okay. Just...
Oops, here to save the day.
Yeah. Well, it seemed like a pressing issue, you know? Feel bad for Alamthir and the whole flooding thing, but, like, that was so 9 months ago, so...
So 9 months ago. Yes, as far as looking for my stuff, I don't really know, like... I mean, there's things like locate object, etc., but, like... I guess we could just, like, try and locate one object and see if, like, everything is there.
So, here's the thing. The hotel actually still stands. Oh. But there are boats teetering on the roof of it, and it's perhaps there was some magical fortification at play, but the hotel still stands.
It's like a really dangerous version.
It's in a horrible condition, but it does still stand.
It's giving Ripley's, believe it or not.
It's giving Ripley's.
It just gave it flashbacks to, like...
Yep.
But, like, upside down.
And Pelamari is Myrtle Beach.
I was gonna say Panama City Beach, but I mean both work.
Oh shit, there is one at PCB2 in there.
That's the one I would go to. Yeah.
Love it.
That's funny. I forgot there's multiple. Yes. It makes the joke even better. Yes. But yeah, so okay, so the building's still standing. So, like, what, do we just go inside and go to the top and see what's there? I mean, it's probably just rubble at the top.
There's only one way to find out.
I mean, surely that, like, can we just take the elevator up? Like, surely it doesn't work.
I was like, is the elevator shaft, like...
There's only one way to find out.
The elevator worked going down while all of that was happening.
Yeah. Are we all back together now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess,
yeah.
Sure. You guys go, sort of wade your way through the lobby to where the elevator is. And, there's a moment where it kind of, like, shakes a little bit, and then it starts to rise.
What if we get trapped in this damn elevator?
I have a feeling we'll be able to get out. We killed a dragon.
We killed a dragon. The elevator reaches the top, and I mean, it's a wreck. I mean, you're kind of faced with, like, the sort of broken and damaged hulls of a couple different boats, and some of them were kind of teetering. There are probably some people here that are like the second the elevator comes up, they're like, oh my god, thank you. And they all crowd and get on the elevator and push you guys aside and go down.
That's fair.
There's a lot of rubble here. Basically, if you're looking for anything, it's probably going to require an investigation check, even with using, like, the compass, but it can certainly be found. It takes a bit to get to where, you were. Give me some investigation checks.
Yeah. What die do you use? That's the question.
Gee, do you remember where you died?
That's what I was about to say.
You were probably maybe, like, in the smoking lounge or somewhere close.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's a 31 investigation check.
Jesus Christ. 31. Yeah, you, with a 31, yeah, you find it all.
Yeah.
Cheese body ain't pretty, but everything else is fine.
Oh gosh. Yay.
Now, here's
It's
the question.
traumatizing every time.
Are y'all gonna try to look for anything else that's potentially in the wreckage of the penthouse?
Yeah, I want to
Mm.
see if there's any
Oh.
of the bottles that didn't get cracked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
Sure.
anything like that of mine like damaged from like the
All of
trauma?
all magic items, all of that
Are
stuff
fine?
should be fine. Like the vestige is
Okay.
fine, all of that's fine. I'm not gonna be that mean to you.
Okay.
You have to find a blacksmith to reforge
to
your
find
armor.
a blacksmith that's also a god to reforge
I'm
the
just talking
And
about the armor.
diamonds,
crown of
nothing's harder than
stars.
diamond, so my diamonds are good.
Yeah, diamonds should be good. It's all
excellent.
fine.
Excellent.
Okay, so if you're going to where the boats potentially were, you're going to where his office is. So let's get another investigation check.
Okay. That's a 26 this time.
26. So, you don't find other bottles, but you do find some potentially valuable stuff in his office. There is at this point it's quite crumpled, but there is a letter sealed with a deep burgundy wax that has the image of a dripping rose pressed into it. That you find. You also find what looks like a log book.
I open the log book. What's logged in it?
The logbook details what was in the collection. So here are the rough numbers. 308 bottles made up Adrillis's collection. All had varying sizes of crew, and some weren't ships at all. 5,610 people were displaced. 2 dragons, 27 devils, 34 demons, 17 fairies, 8 unicorns, and 13 mind flayers.
Mind
What?
flayers is insane. Oh no. Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Did it specify?
Amanda!
Why
Amanda!
13?
Okay, so we know,
specify the
even though
type
we
of
don't
dragon?
know in character, we know out of character that Joe has the other of the 2 dragons.
Yeah.
Does
No,
it
we
say what
don't.
kind of dragons they were?
Yeah,
I'm just curious.
Out of
I-
character, we know.
I in character and want to know if it specifies what kind of dragons.
1 ancient lunar dragon, 1 adult. Hang on 1 second.
Okay, adults not so bad.
I don't want to get it wrong.
We want this thing to be a terror, Claudia, so I can
Wait.
throw it at Cthulhu.
I mean, if that's what you intend to do with it.
Why are you trying to
Right.
keep it secret then?
Yeah.
One-
I,
1 adult bronze dragon.
Oh.
Okay, at least it's good.
I was gonna say, out of character, that's good.
Yeah.
We're fine. We're sick. Oh.
Somebody can give me a history or intelligence check.
Got you, B.
I'm-
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I'm
Just
not good
for
at
the
it, but I'm gonna
lulz.
try.
I have rolled my dice 4 times
I got a
today, and I have
15.
rolled 2 nat 1s and 2 2s.
That's
I got a
crazy.
10.
That was me last
Switch
time.
dice.
That's why I died.
What do we get? We got an 18. What did Ronan get?
I only got a 15.
15.
I got an 8.
Okay. Darren, when you read Mind Flayers, something
Yeah.
jogs your memory, and you recall hearing that Mind Flayers would sometimes travel in a very bizarre ship that looked kind of like a squid with a shell, and you recall seeing that
Wait, fuck.
flying through the air at one point in the aftermath of
So
everything.
There's a fucking nautiloid.
together.
There's a fucking nautiloid.
Oh no! What?
Okay.
Never did I think.
That's bad news,
That's
but also
so bad.
maybe good news because we might be
Can we get
able. Do I know
I will say
things about?
you don't you definitely here, let me just do a quick. I will say you guys, though you would have noticed it in the air prior to fighting the dragon, since then you haven't seen it.
Oh, great.
So meh.
I'm guessing I wouldn't know what those can where those can go.
I'll say there's every possibility that it left the plane, that it went home.
ET phone home.
I guess what I'm asking is, do I know, out of character, would I know that they can fly through the astral sea
Yeah,
on nautiloids? Okay.
yeah, I'll give you that.
Well, if you tell me that, then I can check and see if it's on this plane with my compass.
We'll say.
Yeah. So that could be very bad news. But it could also be very good news because we know Zephyr's stuck in the astral sea right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Those ships can go through the astral sea. At least from the stories that I've heard and the songs that I've heard.
So are we gonna go steal their ship?
Compass.
Cut a
We
deal with Mind Flayer.
It spins.
Already gone.
God, that would
Damn
be
it.
fucking, what a left turn that would be. Let's go steal the Mind Flayer's ship. Take
Let's
a
just
look
put
for
a pause on the
Zephyr.
campaign, extend it by 6 months.
That'd be fucking wild, man.
That'd be great.
Concerned about this guy. I mean, what's he gonna do? What are we gonna do? Although that was something the Vermilion Chase was trying to do anyway, I think, because that's what we got to
Yeah.
work.
Did
Do
you
I
read the
recognize
letter?
the seal on the letter?
Give me a history check.
I know we talked about the mind flayers. Is anybody else concerned about the demons and devils that were released?
Yeah, how many
or
demons were there? I got the devils.
Too many.
Demons. 34.
34.
were anybody
Cool.
else concerned about those? Just me?
They're
I
fairly
can
evenly
Honestly, they'll
matched.
probably fight each other in the streets.
Yeah, they're pretty
That's-
close together there.
I got an
Because they have
11.
their whole
11.
blood war thing going on, right?
Yeah.
I think there's a hierarchy of some kind, yeah.
Okay.
An 11?
Glad
Mhm.
it's just me.
You don't know.
No one wanted to aid me, so
We'll
yeah.
evacuate that street
Well.
or something.
I was concerned.
I
with
open it,
other
I read it.
things.
You open it, you read it. Okay. You see the following text. Tosh Moran, you know you're my favorite out of the family, but I'm afraid I have to agree with the others. It's time you stopped gallivanting around and did your part. I, more than anyone, know how intriguing mortals can be, but I'm not sure I follow the attachment to all their things. Settle your affairs and return home. Things are being put into motion and you're needed. Your beloved and most beautiful sister, Indusa.
I'm sorry, the password was his name?
That's hysterical!
That's funny.
The password
That's
was
really
his
bad.
name.
This dude's a fucking boomer. I swear to God.
Narcissistic ass.
I know
boomer.
there was other important stuff in there, and I hyperfixated on that.
Other name, do we recognize this other name?
Indusa.
You failed your
I
check.
don't.
Indusa?
Dusa.
Is it with an E or an
okay.
I?
Everybody else can read or can give me a history check.
History? Okay.
I said we. I know you're not gonna let me roll again.
I don't know
Guys,
shit.
we're getting up there now. I just rolled a 3.
I only got a 14.
So you need
Damn.
to
I got a
choose dice.
10.
10.
Same.
Shit. We don't know,
Fuck,
man.
dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for Orlana.
Indusa. Okay, so favorite out of the family.
Oh. What's your mod? Character sheet.
Most
Orlana,
beautiful sister.
13.
Yeah,
That
This
means
is more
history
than anyone
or-
know how intriguing mortals can be.
More than one sister.
This is history or what?
history.
15.
15. 15. Orlana thinks she might be some sort of archdevil.
That would make sense. Is the letter dated at all?
No.
That'd be too easy.
Cool. I want to know what she means by "I more than anyone know."
So wait, this letter was never opened, or was it just resealed? Can they do that?
It had. It seems like it hadn't been opened.
Oh.
So
Not
He
yet.
got the
He's-
letter from his sister and said, fuck that, I ain't opening that.
Maybe
I was
he
about to
just
say,
got it.
I was like, he either just
Maybe
got
we
it,
interrupted
or
him.
yeah, we either intercepted it, or he's had it, and it just has been like.
Just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, apparently.
I could see that.
Because I like my pretty doodads.
Settle your affairs and return home. Is this the big bad of the next campaign? Too sad.
We should hunt her down and kill her now.
So we should
Huh?
hunt her down and kill her now. Joe needs to be stopped.
You said no to the mind flayers, so
That was honestly kind of
Say
a wacky,
no to the
crazy
mi-
idea, though.
No to the mind flayers, but yes to killing an archdevil.
That's crazy.
I mean, it would not be the first time we've gotten to the Nine Hells.
Yeah.
Won't be the last.
yeah, that's true.
As a table.
Won't be the last. Yeah.
Will not be the last.
Hmm.
Are you
I have so many questions.
looking
know.
around anymore in the penthouse?
What's valuable? What can I take?
Give me one more investigation check.
I'll aid you.
Boy.
Investigation. What's mine? One?
That's a 30 for me.
Mine is investigation.
I low-key
Ah,
wonder if
mine
there's
is a 23.
connection. 23, nice.
23. Nice. Combined, I will give you guys. So, this is a portion of the treasure that you could have come across if you had taken the left path when going through the penthouse. You guys found the fake treasure vault. There was a real one. So, you guys are getting half of what was in it, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Woo.
6,000 gold,
Heck yeah.
700 platinum, and a sapphire worth 2,000 gold.
Holy.
So we each get 100 platinum.
Well, yeah, okay. Sapphire, which is akin to 2K gold. Okay.
And we each get essentially 857 gold.
100 plat, and you said 857 gold?
Mm-hmm. There's a little
Okay.
extra.
That's fine. Okay.
You know, you could keep it.
There's
We
one
won't worry
extra.
about
So yeah,
I'll
it's
take it.
850.
Okay, sick. Okay.
Somewhere the
And
crew
this-
are wondering where their next paycheck will come from.
Yeah,
Ah,
it's from this.
And it's yep.
we're paying them?
Well,
Yeah,
Adrillis
Adrillis
was.
Yeah.
Adrillis was, and now we're gonna have to.
Yeah, he was by all means our sugar daddy, like for the entire
1,000%.
like
He was our
Uh-huh.
sugar daddy.
endeavor. Yeah, fully
I
funded.
mean, if they're looking for money, it's not exciting, but I have business out of Tularic.
It's true. Save it for the epilogue.
I'm
I
a
guess.
fisher.
The epilogue. Yeah. Okay. I'll put this all in. And then a sapphire. I don't think I need a gem per se for anything. We could
Who
just sell
doesn't
it.
need a big, fancy, expensive gym?
Can
We
I
can sell it
also
for
No one
$2,000
wants it, I'll
gold.
take it.
What, Joe?
Can I also cast detect magic? Just as we're walking around?
Sure. Yeah, you can
Like for
cast
10
it.
minutes.
I'd say, like, there's maybe a bit of a dull, like, faint sense of magic coming from maybe just the penthouse itself, but a lot of these other things that I think were magical or animated, they are not anymore.
Okay.
He's dead.
Yes.
He's cute. I was gonna ask something about. Oh no, I wasn't gonna ask anything. I was gonna point something out. If Caroline were here, she'd be snatching up that sapphire.
Yeah.
Every gem.
But she's
every gem
not, so I guess
she's
Ronan's gonna snatch it instead.
Ooh.
I saw that. Casey, true rogue.
Orlana's not paying attention, so.
Yes, Orlana was too busy recounting the history of devils.
And I went, shh.
just thank you. I will take that.
Man, all this gold is getting heavy.
Man, that's rough.
We could probably.
Too bad we don't have a bag of holding.
What a first world problem.
Oh man, you're so right.
I would say at some point you guys would get a message from Escher asking y'all to like come meet and reconvene on his boat, the Winds of Change.
Yeah, let's go.
Cool. So you make it out of the shambles of the penthouse, having some new information. And honestly, the logbook will probably be very helpful for the process of trying to like sift through everything. So that's good. You go and meet up with Escher. And he's kind of corralled, some people, and okay, well, I think we needed to have a bit of a meeting because, big issue, all of this, and added wrinkle is the whole Arthok problem as well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like all of the most powerful people I know are off plane still. I think we are in need of perhaps somebody, a strong ally to either help clean this up or at least be some backup for dealing with everything else. And I think I've put this off just like a bit too long, and now it's just sort of silly. And I need your help.
You need our help? This is a role reversal.
Don't
How the
rub
turns
it
of
in.
evil.
Don't rub it in. Okay.
It's just trying really hard not to snark and failing.
We can repay the kindness and assistance that you've given us.
See, that is how you talk to somebody. That is how. That's how that works.
That's why we have a bard.
That's why he's a smooth talker.
The rest of us don't know how to do that.
Darren. Yes, I need your help, okay? I'm gonna be real. I've had the tools to go get Zephyr for a while. Okay, and I haven't done it because I'm kind of nervous and I'm kind of scared. But also, there's a bit of a snag as well. It's not exactly like some of us haven't tried going to the Astral Sea and looking for him. The Astral Sea works a little bit differently. Normally, if you just sort of think of where you want to go, you can start traveling in that direction. The problem is, when I can't find him. I don't know where he is. There's no direction given. I am at a bit of a loss, and I think I will need assistance. But now there's this whole headache here, and I don't know how to be in multiple places at once, and I'm asking for your help.
I just point to Isla, who has a compass.
First off, let me think of him on this plane.
Well, it would point at him.
Oh, that's right.
Because his body's here.
Oh.
Do you think this would help?
A regular compass?
Well, no, you think about what you're looking for and it points you in the direction of where you need to go.
How did you get something like that?
I got a really nice guy.
Well, what's that like?
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
I kid. Sort of. I think I'm needed here. There's way too much red tape for me to sift through.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hoping that perhaps I can send you to go look for him.
Yeah.
Now, navigating the astral sea does take a little bit of... It's easier when you have the proper equipment. But I have done quite a bit of research on the astral sea, preparing for this whole endeavor, and did learn a sort of snazzy spell that could turn just a regular vessel into one that's good for navigating the astral sea. And I could use it on your lovely little boat to help.
Yeah. Will our boat still work in the regular world?
Does
Yes.
our boat currently work in the regular world? You said it got damaged.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it looks a little rough around the edges, but I think it could happen.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Benji.
Let's go.
So,
Excited.
let's talk a little bit about the astral sea, okay? One thing, you're gonna need a spelljammer. It's a ship designed for navigating this cosmic whatever. I have the spell that can turn your helm into, well, a spelljammer helm. And that would pretty much set you right as rain. You guys got me the tuning fork, so we cast a little, send you on there. And it's a bit of a tweak on your typical plane shift. It's a little bit different, so, we'll get you guys in the astral sea, and then you just got to find him. And I guess if it were truly that easy, we would have found him several decades ago, so I'm sure you're going to hit a snag. But I think we need him. As much as I sometimes am glad that he's in a bit of a timeout, I think, I think we've put this off for too long.
Several decades. How long has he been asleep?
Timeout.
Oh,
He's
he's
been
been
missing.
asleep for like 45 years.
I think that's a really long timeout.
It's look, you don't understand. You're not well, actually, you're an elf, so you should
Yeah.
understand, but I guess you're a young
Yeah, but
elf.
I don't have memories, so
Take it from somebody who's been around for 4 centuries. It's not that bad. It kind of goes by.
I'm somewhere in that area.
There's something up with you. You've got a vibe, and I'm just not sure about it. You seem a little bit different.
Mr. Pocket
He's
Dragon.
a
yeah.
bit touched.
So,
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
how are we feeling about this idea that I've presented you with?
I mean, I think
Thoughts?
we're down for it. I do feel like we should ask our crew and give them the option not to go if they're not up for it.
That's true.
That's a good idea.
Have you paid us for jobs in the past, or
Yeah, they definitely have.
Yeah.
One of the first jobs we did was from
Didn't I
the,
pay
from the
you
Vermilion
like
Shades.
7,000 gold
Yeah.
for a job?
No.
He gave everyone platinum except for Ronan.
Hang on. I paid you in full for the first job, and then for the tuning fork thing, I did slight Miss Cananthry here, but I think it was kind of funny. So can't we just laugh about it now?
interesting?
This
Did I
Ronan
not
What
put
are-
you in touch with someone to connect you with your father?
You did.
See? I'm not the bad guy.
I didn't say that you jilted us.
I
on
felt
money.
it. I felt it.
No, I literally just said that you did pay us.
I don't know how I feel about you. Out of all the
Look,
blue
I just-
ones, There's something about you.
Why's
And
it
I
gotta be
know
the
blue people.
ones?
I know blue people.
Looks
gotta
at
be
the
blue
other
people?
Are we just
Republicans in the
turning Escher
party.
into Trump now?
No, Escher's definitely not Trump.
No.
Mm.
We found this world's variant of Elon Musk.
Yeah.
So.
So, yeah, I think we should give our crew the option to stay or go because this is
Sure.
kind of a huge life change, to say the least.
For
But I
sure.
think we're up for it. Am I right in
Yeah.
thinking that?
How
I think we can do it too.
Yeah.
As
How
soon as
soon?
possible, probably.
Okay.
I mean, I think a very skilled mage is quite in need. Especially somebody with his
Definitely
talents. He specializes in, like, graviturgy, and that's going to be really helpful in moving all of this shit around.
I can't believe you're bringing that back to this game.
That's insane.
It's not
Okay.
time magic,
But I
although Noel has time magic.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Great. Why don't you go have a little chat with your crew, and we'll be here. And you just come find me after, and we're gonna continue. We're trying to clear a path up to the city so that boats coming in can, do the thing they're supposed to do. Because now they can't really get to the port, so we're working on that. So, go have a chat. And then come back soonish.
will do.
I'm gonna hang back a second
Mm-hmm.
while everybody else leaves. Hey, Escher, I know this is yet another favor. You wouldn't happen to have a teleportation circle on this ship, would you?
Actually, I do.
Great.
It's an old one. I'm gonna level with you. This ship wasn't always mine. Kinda used to belong to the fellow over here in the bed.
Yeah. So the reason I ask is I kind of want to get my family home to safety.
Oh, yes.
I have a friend who has a circle that I can
Right.
trust to get them back home. But just wondering if I might be able to use that to get back.
Normally I keep it under wraps, but I feel like at this point we've kind of done enough, we've helped each other in multiple ways, so, yes, I can absolutely give you access to that.
Thank you. And I'll extend my hand for a handshake.
Yeah, I'll shake your hand as well.
As he grabs my hand to shake it, I'll pull him in for a little kind of half hug.
That's might be a step too far, but there.
Sorry.
Thank you. Great.
Sorry.
That's it's. I see you wear your heart on your sleeve.
Just a little bit.
That's.
Mind if I go transcribe it?
Yeah, absolutely. Be my guest. But don't ever let that fall into the wrong hands.
Absolutely not. It is safe within my journal, and it never leaves my person.
All right. Yeah, I'll let you go inscribe it. Okay. And you're going to go chat with the crew?
Yeah. They're gonna love this.
All right. Over at the Copper Prince, Allie has corralled the crew together. Mrs. Crocker's like, what are we meeting about?
We're going to the Astral Sea.
Are we getting paid extra? Are we getting paid?
What do y'all get paid right now? That's my question.
That's a good question. Carl Jr.'s like, yeah, what the fuck are we being paid? When was the last time we got paid?
Oh no.
Adrillis hasn't been paying you?
Well, to be honest, it's so much has happened that it's been a while. I know for sure we got paid when we were sitting in Avalor, but I'm just not sure. After that, we moved so much, I don't know, man.
What were you supposed to get paid and how frequently?
Jesus Christ. Hang on.
I bet he probably garnished them wages when we started investigating him, I tell you.
Brief pause while Amanda does math.
Yeah. You don't want to use the math rocks to do math for you?
Then she has to do addition, and that's even more math.
I'm just gonna kind of make up some shit.
Because I said it, but it was so long ago. I feel like.
Let me say they were probably getting paid like, I don't know, maybe like 10 to 20 gold a month or something. Like, I don't know.
Okay. And how long has it been in game time since they've been paid?
Since they haven't been paid?
Yeah.
Maybe 2 months.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
And maybe not even that much. I'd have to go back and do the math on like how long it took to travel from places. But
exactly how many are in our crew?
Wendy, Crocker, Sanders, Carl Jr., Ronald, Donald, Allie.
Am I making up that we had a Grimace?
Grimace died a long time ago.
Okay,
yeah,
that's my
all right, the AAA guy. The AAA guy.
Yes, RB.
Sanders?
That's
RB.
said, I think I said Sanders.
You said Sanders.
Okay.
You said Sanders.
So 9.
Sanders, Ronald, Donald, RB, Wendy, Carl Jr., Betty, Allie, Muggsy. That is 9.
Okay, so let's say 9. Okay. So 9 at, you said 20 gold a month?
So 180.
Times 2, 360.
360 gold?
Yeah, total. So it's like 52 from each of us.
I thought.
Yeah, let's just first off take that out. We did just
it was 90 for 1 month. It's been 2 months. Isn't that only 180?
9 times
If we're doing
20.
20.
Amanda said between 10 and 20. Do we want to do 15 gold a month and split the difference?
So it'd be 135, 270 total. So
I'm
30...
trying to pay minimum wage, not.
Never mind the fact that these people have gone through like absolute hell for y'all.
We're not on the astral plane yet.
Each.
Oh my
yeah, let's.
But we were on the island.
Let's
Yeah, y'all went to the island with them. You had them like sack a city.
They made it out.
They made it out.
We need to hit the high end of that like pay grade window.
Attacked the butcher. Y'all's full helm was destroyed in that fight.
That's why I said 20, and then people.
Yeah.
Hey,
we'll do.
we'll
do 52 each.
We don't have a sugar daddy anymore. We gotta.
So that's at 15.
Got a bunch of his money.
Is that right, Benji?
From each 52.
Okay, but that's at the rate of 15.
That's at 20.
That's at 20. Okay, perfect.
Let's do it. They deserve it. My God.
Again, me and Joe are gonna have to have a talk at some point.
Yeah.
So I will say, first off, I was not aware that our benefactor had stopped paying you, and we give them their wages for the last 2 months. if you go with us on this trip, I'm not even going to consult people. I'll pay it out of my own pocket if you all disagree. We'll give you an extra 10 gold this next month.
Whoa.
It's literally like half of their monthly wages added on.
Wendy is like, think of
I
all
don't know
the
how
bombs
long.
I could build with that money.
Yeah, that's a lot of bombs.
Yeah, just a 50% pay increase.
Just throw them at. Just make sure to throw them at bad people.
We don't know how
Oh.
long we're
We
going
can
to
throw
be
him at Cthulhu.
Okay.
That is true, Ronan. Thank you so
Bomb
much.
Cthulhu.
We could bomb Cthulhu.
We don't know how long we're going to be in the Astral Sea. We're apparently looking for someone who has been kind of hard to find.
But we're
and
not
if
coming back until we find him.
Yep.
Yep.
And if this deal needs to be revisited and it takes longer than a month, then we will do that at that time.
They all kind of look at each other. They probably go off for a second, kind of powwow,
That's fair.
convene, come back. Sanders is like, ma'am, we would follow you anywhere, ma'am.
That's my goat.
I almost
Love
got her to
Sanders.
spit.
You did almost get me to spit. Oof.
Allie will chime in. So, I'm sorry, we're going to the Astral Sea?
Yeah. We're trying to find Escher's little boy toy.
Did she just say boy toy?
Yes,
Yes, yes, she
she's
did.
Well,
not
it's-
wrong.
Yeah, okay, yes.
The
but
boy
also-
toy has graviturgy.
Have I
He's
seen Escher
powerful.
since I tried to beat him up that one time?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So,
Ooh, this will be fun then.
Wow. Well, it is what it is.
Let's just let bygones be bygones, right? It's fine.
Sure.
I mean, it's either that or go fight Cthulhu. It's up to you.
I mean, we're gonna do it either way.
Uh,
So.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of feel like that's gonna happen regardless.
Well,
Yeah,
hopefully
but we don't have to do it right now.
Hopefully we'll stop everything before we do have to fight Cthulhu, right? That's the whole point.
yeah.
Carl
So we
I'm
wouldn't
Jr.
fight him. We would just be
Personally,
healing him.
I would really appreciate it if we didn't have to fight some elder god and get our shit, like, just knocked to
Right.
hell, so.
Yeah, the goal is to stop it before Cthulhu becomes a problem.
I feel like Cthulhu's already a problem.
I mean, yes, but I think it's one that's managed. We can deal with him, or we can deal with that.
Details.
Details.
Yeah.
So you're all in.
Yeah, I guess we don't have anything else to do.
Amazing.
I love this. I love this so much. Perfect.
Yeah. They're in.
Then we will
Yay.
go back to Escher.
Go back to Escher. All right. Yeah. You are able to get back to him. And yeah. So, what is the consensus?
We'll go.
Great. Is now too soon?
Out of character question. Theoretically, we've been helping people all day. Do we need to or are we assuming we're good?
Oh,
If y'all want to, sleep on it and, well, the
Yeah.
decision's made, but, leave
right.
at first light or something, that's fine. We can do that.
Yes, that would be great for our
That'd be great,
spellcasters.
yeah.
Yes. All right, and that will give me time to prepare your ship, which is, I think, rather important.
Mm.
So, yeah. Why don't you go rest? It's been a long day. We've all been just trying to sift through everything. And, first thing in the morning, we'll get this Well, we'll get this whole show on the road.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Cool. Awesome. Does anybody, I assume, Darren, you want to have your family go home and all of that stuff?
Yeah, I'm just gonna mark off the third level slot for sending to let Kirtan know we're gonna be showing up
Right.
in a little bit.
For sure. Yeah. And they're ready to receive you.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll just like let Aideen and Finn know that we're gonna. Things are a little intense right here, right now, and I think it's gonna be a minute before the assurance can get you guys back to Tularic. So I'm gonna do that so you guys can get home.
To be completely honest, if I never got on that boat again, I think it would be too soon.
For you and me both. I guess we haven't really talked about what happened.
I can tell you've been through a lot, and though it seemed to have been something that happened to us, I think it has affected you far more. And we're not going anywhere. You can tell us everything in your own time, and I'll be there to listen.
Okay.
Are you going to be safe where you're going?
I think so. I'll do my best to keep myself as safe as I can. I lost you both for 8 years, and I would hate for you to have to experience the same.
Yeah, you better come back in one piece. Because I have no intention of going through that. Seems like you have some good friends to look out for you, though.
Yeah. I do my best to take care of them, and it's taken me some time, but I've got to the point where I am comfortable enough letting them take care of me as well.
Wow, Darren letting other people take care of him. I never thought
Not
I'd
just
see that for anybody else.
Not just Darren. This is Benji IRL too. Holy fuck. Yeah, I will.
Well, they really must be great if you've let them in that way. Come back safe in one piece, sir.
I will.
And we'll be waiting for you.
I love you.
I will always love you.
And I will draw the teleportation circle for Kieran's study.
Absolutely.
I'll go with them and make sure they're all good.
For sure.
And then
safe travels through. Your wizard buddy receives you with open arms. And yeah, you can go back. is anybody else doing anything over the night of this long rest?
Is there like an explicit like mayor, governor
Yeah,
the town?
sure.
So while we're all just hanging out, Hoots would like to fly to, I guess, the governor's house. Well, actually just fly over the
Yes.
town, kind of survey.
It's a wreck.
Yeah,
It's an
the
absolute
damage.
wreck. But yeah, you can
And
find the governor's mansion.
and I would Hoots would, kind of understanding his place in the world, and seeing knowing that his own temple and people are safe at this moment, he's going to leave his share of what he found in the vault at the door, and he's gonna knock, 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 make some hoot noises, of course, pretending to be an owl. Well, he is, but and fly back to
and
the
then fly
ship.
back. Yeah, you see as you're flying away, you see the door open, and some very confused man looks around and then sees this like stack of gold. It's like, oh, what? Picks it up, very confused, looking into the sky, but doesn't see you. Wow. How noble. Anybody else?
Oh, I guess I would find Ronan and just kind of be like, I'm sorry, I didn't think about it earlier, but I don't need this anymore, so here you go. I'm sorry. I just so much was happening.
Yeah,
But thank you.
of course. Can't have resonant mom without her tools. Are you died? You okay?
Oh, it was pretty awful. It's pretty awful. I guess that just makes me more aware of like, not that we've been doing this a lot, but I guess that just makes me more aware of like, if we kill somebody, like what they could potentially, be feeling. And I mean, I guess there was always a lot of gravitas to it, but I guess now there's even more for me. It's something I wouldn't wish on. Well, I don't think anyone that really comes to mind. But I'm just glad you all were okay. That's most important to me.
She kind of takes a breath and is like, you need to know that you are also important to this group. Like, I know you feel like your job is to look out for us. And that's great. And we appreciate it. But even when I ask how you are, you're like focused on other people. Like, it's okay to, I've been doing it my whole life, just looking out for me. I promise you could do it sometimes.
Yeah. I guess that was never something I could think about. So I guess I never did. Well, I will, I will try to remember that. I guess I'm just afraid that if I do that, that somehow would compromise me helping in general. And I'm afraid I guess I don't know how to find that balance for myself.
I think that's understandable. As someone who also doesn't have any kind of balance for it.
We really are two ends of the spectrum, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, maybe that can be something. Sorry, my dog just walking. Hi, Ernie.
Oh, dog.
We love dogs.
I don't know if you can see him. I don't think you
I
can.
love dogs.
No, you can't see him. He's too low to the
Good
ground.
reference.
It's too tiny.
And I think she will just kind of oh, thanks for coming, buddy. You always get emotional.
Mm-hmm.
I think she would probably just kind of I think she just kind of feels herself becoming vulnerable, and I think you can kind of see that she's just a little I guess like unsure of like how to feel about it, and like maybe a little scared of that, and so she just kind of just kind of like reorients herself, dusts herself off, and it's like, well, I will try to remember to to be a little Ronin. Thank you.
I'll try to work to be a little more cheap.
I love it. I love it.
I'm literally
Wonderful.
tearing up. Oh my God.
Is anybody else doing anything?
I know
Nah.
the town is a little messed up at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any stores where I could just buy a regular pair of gloves?
You can get your hands on a regular pair of gloves.
Hands.
Ha.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna spend the night infusing those into gloves of missile snaring.
All right.
Hold on. Using a replicate magic item.
Alrighty. Cool. Anybody else? All right. You guys complete your long rest and go to meet with Escher in the morning. And first things first, Escher wants to turn Ocean's Breast into a spelljammer.
Yeah.
So, got a bit of a spell to cast. We're okay with me doing this to your ship, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we paid for the ship.
Is it reversible? Like, will we?
But we
well-
can still sail in the regular world, right?
Yes. Really,
Okay.
just think of it as like you're gaining a really nice chair.
A 2-in-1. Okay.
Yes.
That's all I'm concerned about. Okay.
Yes.
Are there any negative consequences of doing this?
I don't think so.
Insight check.
Sure, roll an insight.
Nat 20. Oh my god, because I only have like a +1 mod.
You get the sense that this is something he's read about, but he's not practiced, so he doesn't fully know.
Yeah. Which is what I figured anyway, but...
Okay, look, the spell is just creating a spelljamming helm. It's just a means of you being able to control the ship when you're in the astral sea. You sit in the chair, You think of where you want to go, and the ship goes that direction, basically. So, that's all I'm doing. Okay? I guess first things first, okay, Isla, least favorite blue person. You're the captain, correct?
Yes, technically.
Okay. What do you want your chair to look like?
What?
Oh God, I already hate that I've asked this question.
Oh my God. I want it to look exactly like a Star Trek.
Star Trek doesn't exist here.
You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
what?
I want it to look like a captain's chair.
Okay. A captain's chair. Do you have a
Well,
color scheme that you're going with, or do we care about that?
Does our ship have a color scheme?
Your ship
Just
absolutely
gold.
has a color scheme. It's like
It's
blue
like
and
blue
gold.
yellow.
Mhm.
Then yeah, stick with the blue and gold.
A drillist made it.
Okay. Blue and gold.
But I don't
captain's
want to
chair.
have like red and green clashing against the blue and gold.
Thank you. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Blue and gold, captain's chair, coming right up. He pulls out, please don't laugh at this, a crystal rod worth 5,000 gold that's needed to cast the spell.
I wouldn't have
amazing.
laughed if you didn't say don't laugh at this.
I'm sorry. I saw crystal rod and I laughed, and then I had to say it out loud. I'm
No,
sorry.
that's fair.
Why are you
That's
laughing
fair.
at a crystal rod?
Why aren't you? Okay. And he cast a spell and conjured on the top of the forecastle is this helm, this beautiful captain's chair that kind of like hovers in place, and it's like plush deep blue velvet with like gold trim.
Dream come true.
Ta-da! It's your chair. Enjoy it. Okay, I'm gonna cast the plane shift thingy mabob, and then you're gonna have to sail straight through. And is everybody ready?
As ready as we'll ever be.
Perfect.
Ready as I
Okay, when you get through, okay, a couple of things. For one, in the astral sea, time doesn't pass. Okay? You don't age or anything like that. So keep that in mind.
Gonna be a question.
Number two, you don't need food. You don't really get hungry over there. Everything's just sort of, nothing's really happening. You can eat, but you don't have to. Okay? So something else to keep in mind. Number three, even though you don't age and time doesn't pass for you, it's still passing out here. Okay? So, don't be gone for 45 years. Number four, when you're sitting in the helm, think of where you want to go, and the ship will go that direction. Okay? Simple as that. And I guess we've had trouble finding Zephyr, so I guess you use your compass and think of what he looks like or something? Do you need a likeness? Do you need a portrait?
Well, I've seen him, right? So that's fine.
I don't know what your memory's like.
I'm
sorry.
It's definitely fair. That is definitely fair.
All the stuff from before I died might be gone, but everything since is still up here in my noggin.
Man,
I mean, if you're worried about it, we could take his body.
No, you cannot.
That's what I thought.
Sorry. So funny. What a funny joke. Okay, I'm gonna just cast the spell. How about that? Let's do that. Great. Wonderful.
Question, practical, weird question.
Yes.
My pocket watch keeps... Do I have a pocket watch? I assume someone will have a pocket watch, right?
Sure, somebody has a pocket watch.
I just think we should keep track. Will the pocket watch work over there so that we can still keep track of time?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Sure.
I will make it a point to do that to track how many days we've been there.
I see the point.
So that we're not gone for 45 years. Yeah.
You never know. You blink and 45 years have passed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he gets situated. to cast this kind of take on a plane shift. It's almost more of like a gate kind of spell. But he uses the tuning fork that you guys got, and through the casting of the spell, this large kind of portal opens up in the water for you to sail through, and you can see through the portal, and beyond is just this vast starscape, this space essentially ready for you to sail through. Do you?
The final frontier.
No.
Lovely. And you sail the ocean's breast into the astral sea. It's happening.
That's so cool.
It's happening. All right. You guys sail into the astral sea. Gosh, I can't believe it is happening.
We're here.
We're here. Yes, it.
Nice, Benji.
When you think of what Zephyr looks like, and you do get a direction that you can follow, and you sit in the helm and you think, and it starts to follow that direction. It will take you a few days to get there. But you can start heading that way. On this first day of travel, can I get...
Oh no.
Claudia, why don't you roll a d20 for me?
No.
Oh, we have a table of encounters for the astral sea.
Of course we do.
Of course you do.
I mean, yeah, of course we do. I
Of
just
course you do.
didn't think of it.
That's silly.
Okay. A d20.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Okay. I'm nervous. It's a nat 20.
It's a nat 20. Well,
Oh, no.
I wasn't...
I don't remember if I was good or
First
bad.
and bad
wasn't
on our
expecting that.
tables of encounters.
But I didn't know she changed it for the astral sea, though.
Roll another d20 for me.
No.
All right. Oh, I'm scared. Okay. Is this when the dragon appears? A 3.
A 3. Roll a
3.
roll a d8 for me.
Okay.
I'm getting nervous with how many rolls.
I am too. Okay.
Raffen trips and drops the bottle, and we fight the dragon.
I rolled a 2.
A 2. Okay. As you guys are sailing through the astral sea, Chi, you notice off the starboard side 2 what I can only describe as like giant space whales, like flying through the sky.
No, and Benji's not even here for. Benji, come back.
Do they look like they're aggressive?
Why don't you give me a history check?
Is this everybody?
Can I
or
help?
just-
Sure, you can all roll. That's
No,
fine.
what are those?
I mean, it's kind of hard to miss.
And that's
Benji.
the nat one.
Another
I got a
3.
10, I don't
Um,
We're
Benji,
rolling
roll
history
history
checks.
Roll a
For
history
13.
check.
flying whales.
Oh,
13.
Space whales, let's go.
Space whales.
Let's go.
I rolled a nat
I rolled a
one.
12.
A 12.
I got a 19 for history.
19.
Circles.
Okay, Chi, you're the one that
Oh.
first spotted the space whales. You believe that you have read about these somewhere, and they are called Kindori, and they are basically these giant, like, celestial whales, and they're really, really big, for sure, but they are generally peaceful creatures. So they kind of just sail around, mind their own business. They could like picking a fight with them could cause some bad things to happen, but they're generally peaceful.
Okay. Okay, so good news. I think these are docile. I think if we don't mess with them, they don't mess with us. So, but so do they just look like whales? Are they like star-studded?
They mostly look like whales, but they have like I think 6 eyes total, and their eyes kind of like glow, and they can like flash and emit a bright light that can be a problem, but yeah.
All right. Am I aware of that? Is that something
Sure.
I would tell them? Okay, and I'll let them know about the eyes. So I think if we just, don't bother them, I think we'll be okay.
Lowers daggers.
Lowers daggers.
Nice.
But we can, watch them.
Yes.
Whale gazing.
Whale gazing. Whale gazing. Amazing.
That's so interesting. Okay. Cool. You.
Cool. Anybody doing anything on this first day of space travel?
Okay, so my question is about the Kindori.
Uh-huh.
Do they have like whale song? Kind of like do they make do they vocalize?
Kindori communicate with one another by sending flashes of light from their eyes.
Okay.
So that doesn't necessarily mean that they don't make noises, but generally they communicate with the eye flashes.
Morse code.
I would say as these things are coming by, Darren is like sketching up a storm. Like he's like,
oh yeah,
drawing these things, and so that he has like.
And I guess I should
stories
paint
to tell
the picture more clearly. So the Astral Sea is very much like D&D's version of space, but like instead of other planets or galaxies, you would see portals, like colorful portals, and those are all going to different planes of existence, different realms. So that's how it works in D&D. And the Astral Sea is just sort of this nebulous in between of all these different planes of existence. So very, very fascinating. And there are beings that live out here in this sort of like timeless space. If anybody's played Baldur's Gate, the Githyanki are such beings that love to just hang out in the Astral Sea. And they'll definitely go to like a plane of existence for some things, but those are definitely mind flayers. They also will hang out in the Astral Sea. Less settling than other things, but yeah. And it's a wacky place. There's all sorts of different types of like ships and things you could encounter. So far, you've only seen the giant space whales. So, Darren is coloring. Anybody else doing anything?
Aside from when I hear them call about the space whales, I am going to be messing with my dead body.
So, where on the ship are you doing this?
That's a great question.
Because I think the only person in the crew that has their own private room is Isla/Allie.
This is true.
So
there are like rooms where a couple of us are sleeping. Is that?
So generally, all of y'all are kind of powwowed together in a room.
Then I guess just
on your bed,
on the floor there.
On the floor. Okay, so everybody else, Revan has his dead body in the center of the room of y'all's bedroom, and he's just been like tinkering away at it. What are y'all's thoughts on that?
Are you
Yeah,
actually asking?
I'm asking you.
Oh, well, Kreia was talking about how she couldn't recreate a core. She was trying to make an artificial one, and I thought, well, I have a real one here. It may not be working, but I'm wondering if I can get it to work.
I'm assuming I don't know much about Warforged. So what's a core?
Well, that's also a good question.
Do you
it
tell
sounds
her?
like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's like the soul / life force of a Warforged.
So there'd be two of you? Is it still your soul? If it's...
That's a great question. Not sure I can answer that one right now.
Into 7 pieces?
Into 7 pieces?
Purely academic. It's purely academic.
Do you say that?
No.
Good.
That was
because I was about to hardcore inside you.
No, that was a Harry Potter reference. That was not Revan saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know a ton about creating Warforged, but it sounds like a while ago somebody did, my creator, and so I'm gonna see if I can figure some things out and crack some of the secrets that he obviously knew.
And make some more of you? Or just more Warforged?
I don't know at this point. We're on the bleeding edge of technology.
A little literal there.
Can I insight to see if he has further plans?
Yeah, roll an insight check. And then, Joe, I need you, don't tell us which it is, but you need to roll either a persuasion or a deception. Deception is if you have further plans that you don't want to convey. Persuasion if, not that.
Okay. I rolled a 21.
I also got a 21.
Roll these!
So just roll and see what we get.
Roll again.
Okay. Not adding things this time?
Oh my god.
No.
Adding things?
It
yeah.
doesn't matter. I rolled a nat 1.
I got a 6.
Oh my.
Okay, so, Joe.
At this point, I do not have any plans of like creating an army of me's. At this point, it's purely to figure out
How it works.
about what Warforged. Yeah.
Okay. We got close.
I'm gonna watch because now I'm curious.
We're taking him down.
That's fair.
guys.
Thing at a time. Oh, that's so good.
Look, I need to know if we're gonna have an epilogue session that's just dealing with Revan.
Right, like.
True.
Okay. Day 1 passes without much issue. Day 2, Casey, roll a d20 for me.
Okay. That's a 7.
7. You're good.
Cool.
Just sailing along through this weird place. Anybody doing anything on day 2?
Just enjoying the sea around us.
Yeah. I think at some point Allie would kind of, enjoy sitting with you. And just sort of be like, he said time doesn't pass here. That's crazy, right?
No, that's super crazy. And then how much time has like passed in the real world since we got here?
Couple days.
So more than we spent here.
I would say, like, I'm going off of days, like, as if they're still happening in the material plane. So right now, only 2 days have passed. Or we're on day 2.
Okay.
So it's not like...
Yeah.
We haven't gotten there. We're not getting timey-wimey yet.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, no, that's super crazy. Like, I'm not even sure I can like conceptually understand it. Like it's
Yeah.
like when we were in like the Feywild and like it felt like hours and
Yeah.
then it was way longer.
Way
than
longer. Still, I mean, I didn't go with the Feywild with you guys, but this is pretty cool. We're on a ship sailing through whatever this is.
that. It's super cool.
I'm
Like just
think of all the there's got to be so many places out there that nobody's ever been, right?
definitely. And I bet there's a ton of like crazy monsters that no one's ever encountered.
And maybe some crazy treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna plant that little seed there.
Treasure.
Treasure. Adventure.
Compass. Just thinking.
I think you may need to know specifically the treasure.
Do we think there's like a world that we can stop at and ask for like rumors or
I don't know. I've never been to the Astral Sea. I don't know how any of this works. Maybe once all of this is done, we should come figure this out.
Escher a few more questions.
Yeah, we did leave pretty quickly. We could have asked a lot more questions, actually.
But also, we are like on a time crunch. Like we do need it. We don't need to waste time. You're right. We should do this at a later date.
You know,
you're so
the
right.
city's covered in boats. There's like a mass murderer that could break out of jail or something, and then also there's like a eldritch god that's gonna come destroy the world. So, you know, I get it. I get it.
But good thoughts.
Once all of that's done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think
that sounds like fun.
I think so. All right. Day 2 passes without issue. Bigler, roll a d20 for me.
8.
Dang.
Let's
8.
roll.
Yes.
Nice. Anybody doing anything on the 3rd day?
I am writing. More just thoughts now that we've saved my family and I know they're safe and taken care of. Just journaling.
Yeah, for sure.
But less like my earlier journal entries were all like essentially letters to Aideen.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's more just getting out my thoughts.
Right.
And yeah.
For sure. Anybody else? No.
I just want to like look and see what else is floating around.
Yeah.
You don't have to give specifics. I just think she'd be
for
like,
sure. I mean, you would see all manner of like bizarre creature kind of sailing through the starscape. You would also, see, abandoned, like odd ships like way out in the distance. Some of them, look much like y'all's, like a normal ship. Some almost look like almost designed to look sort of like a bug, almost like a others look almost like sea creatures or something, depending on which ones you're passing by. You'll see like clumps of like rock or earth, almost like little islands floating in the middle of this vast cosmic space. And of course off in the distance all these different portals and stuff. And as you're looking out and observing, I'm just trying to take in all the different things that you are passing by. You see in the distance, in the direction that the ship is heading, you see a portal that you guys are approaching. But this portal is odd. It's almost like things are spilling out of it. There's this spill of like ichor and flesh and just weirdness that's just kind of coming out of this portal. And as you squint and try to make sense of what you're looking at, you also see that there is the broken remnants of a ship that's kind of stuck in this spill of this plane, and this is where your ship is heading. And you see across the side of one of the broken pieces of this ship, it says the Star Racer. And when you go look at Isla, like, and you talk with her, this is where the compass is pointing. And we're gonna end right there.
Star Racer.
Star Racer.
Portal of flesh.
Portal
Always,
of flesh.
always a good sign.
Portal of flesh.
Metal as fuck.
Metal
Yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Love
Okay.
it.
Do we play next weekend? Even though it's the last weekend?
We do play next weekend.
Okay.
Also, you guys can level up.
Whoa.
Yay.
You guys can level up. Alright, Misfits, and that brings us to the end of tonight's game. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you would like to support us, please feel free to like and subscribe. But more importantly, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you again next time.